Hey guys, this market update. What is there to be worried about anymore, right? What is the worst case scenario? Didn't that just happen? So what is there to be worried about? You know, Bitcoin went down because a war was breaking out and the mainstream media covered it up and they didn't tell us. And everyone was searching for reasons like Jane Street and Quantum FUD. There was a war breaking out. And that's why the price went down. Now, Bitcoin is an offensive asset, right? When people feel like they're doing well, when people feel like there's a lot of opportunity, when people are earning more cash, credit, right? Then Bitcoin goes up because that money flows in. When people are scared, when the market is scared, when the market is going defensive, Bitcoin comes down. There was a war breaking out, Bitcoin fell down, and gold went higher. Gold is nonsense. Gold is a defensive asset. I don't want to play defense, right? Long term, you play offense, you win. And Bitcoin is an offensive asset. I think it has higher rates of return annually over a 10-year period than gold or the NASDAQ. And so it really is the only thing that I want to buy. It's going to be volatile, sure. But what is there to be worried about? Bitcoin fell 50% from its high with a really bad macro world event happening. Okay, but it's bottoming out. We've still got to reclaim this kind of 80, 90 level, right? That's when people can start to get really excited, right? That's obviously a key level here now. But what's there to be worried about anymore? It's a fantastic asset. If you trade Bitcoin and crypto, check out Bybit. You can click the link below, sign up for an account. When you make a deposit, they'll give you a deposit bonus to trade with all the way up to $30,000. Trading is one thing, but if you've got a bit of money to put aside for a while, you know, where exactly do you put it? Because there's so much money invested in garbage, private credit, etc. Very high minimums, high fees, lockups, right? Redemption limits. People are worried about a 50% drawdown in Bitcoin, but it's liquid 24/7. Whereas you ring your RIA, hey, can I have my money out of this private credit fund? And they say no. So the redemption maximum has been reached. Illiquid, cannot take your money out. That's 100% drawdown. Why would you put money in this stuff? But you want yield, right? Well, look, BlackRock fund limits withdrawals. Blue Owl stock falls 50 million exposure to failed UK lender. 50 million is not a big amount, but the headline comes about because of the inefficiencies of what the investment product is built on, which is illiquid shite. Yeah. Insurance companies crush as private credit contagion spills over. STRC trades above par for 5 consecutive days during this war breakout. STRC is a financial product with yield, just like private credit, except it's built on 24/7 tradable digital liquid capital, perfect capital that they have, versus private credit, which is built on garbage. Garbage companies who can't pay their way, and when everyone wants their money out, there's no bids. I'm not saying go ahead and buy STRC or strategy or whatever else. Do your own research with equities and company products, right, and investment products. I'm not here to advertise them. I'm just saying digital capital is the perfect thing to build financial products from because it is liquid. The desirable factor of Bitcoin is liquidity. 50% drawdown is not too bad versus none of your money coming out of that fund because they've halted redemptions. Strategy can build STRC with 11.5%, 10%, whatever the yield is. It doesn't actually matter, right? The desirable characteristic of this product is that it's liquid. You can trade in and out of it. Worst case scenario, let's say war breaks out. This thing didn't come off its peg. Let's say it does come off its peg. So it falls to 90 or 80 price. So you're making a 20% capital loss on that. Okay, and how much capital loss have you got from the private credit fund where they say you're not getting your money back? 100%. Digital capital is better. It's liquid. It has a tradable price 24/7. It's a better capital to build off. They are the leader in creating investment products for people that want yield and lower volatility. It's a better capital to build off versus private credit. Bitcoin is capital, right? So you buy the Bitcoin and you go on the roller coaster, and that's a 10-year time horizon. It'll go up, it'll go down. The stuff you buy will sit underwater for a while. You know it's going up versus dollars because it's been going up for 17 years already. Everything just chucks at it. Everything. Goes down, goes up again, goes down, goes up again. That will go up over time with volatility. You want yield? If you want yield, you're going to buy private credit, you're going to buy something else built on digital capital. So it's a big market and it's going to continue to grow, which is going to continue to feed into Bitcoin's price over time. Like I said, I'm not here to advertise strategy or their products at all. But if I was looking to put money into the market into some kind of lower volatility yielding asset, I'm looking at securities or debt, whatever. And I've got the choice of a security that's traded on the NASDAQ, very easy to trade in and out of, it's liquid, and that's built off capital, which is 24/7 tradable. And if everyone rushes to the door at the same time, at least they can sell the asset and pay everyone back for the most part, right? Might be some volatility in the price, you might get a 10% drawdown or something, right? 20%. Versus, high minimum private credit, high fees. Everyone wants their money out, so we're going to lock withdrawals. It's an easy choice, right? It's a superior product built because of the underlying asset. Bitcoin's at its 3-year moving average. Apparently it's a bear market. Who cares, right? It's at trend, actually. Like, I would love it to come down to the 6-year moving average here, which would be about 50,000. We came to that price in the last bear market, but the whole entire industry collapsed. We're not going through an industry collapse. Actually, the exact opposite, right? We came down because a war was breaking out. So seller exhaustion, we're going to find some bottom here. That would be great news. It's a great asset. It's going to outperform others. I don't believe in cycles anymore. Look, this is a 2025 pure multiple here in orange. Previous cycles had these huge price discrepancies. Pure multiple is the US dollar value of mined Bitcoin versus the 1-year moving average. It's fairly consistent. Look, there's just more being bought than the supply of Bitcoin, right? So that's done. This is just a market dynamic now of like, are people scared or are they hopeful? There's the supply is being bought alone by strategy itself, let alone all the other companies trying to buy it. But the industry isn't collapsing. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to be worried about anymore. Don't be a panican, right? Senate Democrats signal support for crypto market structure bill. Well, that's good for crypto. NASDAQ partners with Kraken. ICE bought a stake in OKX. Abu Dhabi bought a stake in Binance. There's nothing bad's happening in the industry. It's all pretty good news. And Bitcoin is the best capital asset in the world, and it allows better products for whatever you want. So if you trade Bitcoin or crypto or TradFi assets, you can trade them all on Bybit. I'll leave the link below for a deposit bonus up to $30,000. I'm James, this is MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.